Alright, and now with the smoothing of the skin, you're pretty much going to have to go into Lightroom, do the skin smoothing, and then use the Alt key and erase all these little areas. What I would do in this, with this in Photoshop, make Control J, take my skin smoothing, play the action, and it goes through a whole series of things, and it gives me my brush 100% because I can always back it off. And then let's see here. Yeah, it does a good job at kind of blending. And it takes all these other little patches and it really gives it that magazine look. Come in here like this. Alright, right under the eyes, right in here. This works out a lot better than the skin smoothing tool in Lightroom, because the Lightroom one kind of makes it look fake. Oops, no good. Control Z. I want to get right in here. And then I'll do that. And you see already the difference between one side of her face and the other. It's already starting to look kind of like it's supposed to be on a magazine cover. I'll make this a little bit bigger, get it done quicker. Definitely get the nose. Get all up in here. And now you could go like this and go over that, and I'll show you how to fix that. Say if you fuck up or something and you want to undo it, and same thing here. So what we'll do is we'll zoom in a little bit. I still got the brush, I'm just hitting the X key and it turns that black to white. So if it's black and that's black, it's actually going to reveal what's underneath it. So you can actually get fine-tuned and outline these little areas in case you've messed up. Same thing here. Just bring that back. Anything that's supposed to be sharp that you went over. And then I hit X again, bring it back to white so I can finish smoothing out. Don't go into the hair, and just keep brushing that until that's all covered up. You can make your brush real small, get into these little spots here, but this is an awesome skin smoothing tool I've got. I'll send it over to you. Figure out how to get them in your computer so you can use them, because this is kind of one of my tricks. I also use it on the hairy arms. Just get this whole thing. Now you can undo, which is what we're going to do, and then hit X and just take the hands back. You can also just bring this line back and this line back if you want, and then everything is nice and sharp in there, or nice and sharp and soft. Now if we think it's too much, we take the opacity and we bring it down. There's no skin smoothing. There's half of what we did, and I think maybe right about there is good. I think that's going to look good. And what I usually like to do is I like to do a sharpening. I usually I'm going to flatten. If I'm good with that, I'm going to flatten that. Or I can actually save that, hit Shift Control Alt plus E, and it makes me a new layer from all the other layers. And then I'm going to sharpen, and that's my high pass action. Bam. Alright, and let's see the difference here. See the eyes? Okay. Everything's turning crispy, nice and crispy. Let me zoom in a little bit more. You know, gives it just that little extra pop, but I only have it at 52%. I can go all the way to 100 and really pop it out, but I think it's a little too much. Let's go to like 75. Also, what I don't want to do is I don't want to sharpen the skin. See the pores? teeth look good, all this stuff looks good, but our hairs are also starting to get sharpened again. So what we'll do is make a layer mask brush. If I want to bring back the sharpness, the softness that I just sharpened, make sure it's the opposite color, and that'll smooth it out. So I can just go back to the areas that I want smooth, and what I'm doing is I'm saying, okay, everything got sharpened, but these areas that I'm painting back, I want soft again. So you can actually select, let's say, the face, and just smoothen, do not sharpen, or you could do it in reverse. And I'm just going to lightly go over the skin areas. I'm not going to go too detailed, but I do want that skin to stay smooth. Okay, and then X to make that sharp, because I went over that and that. And that's looking pretty good. Trying to see if there's anything else I don't see. Yeah, I mean, you did good from the beginning, so I wouldn't, I'm not even going to get into contouring or anything like that, because the lighting is really good. Like, what I mean by contouring is like these little dark areas. Let's go ahead and flatten this, Control J, take the dodge tool. We're going to dodge the midtones. I guess 14% is good. We're just going to come in and lightly lighten up some of those darker areas. Sometimes right here is good. Just very, very lightly where there's areas that you want to lighten, and this is basically called contouring. Right in here, right in here. Like I said, this face doesn't need it that much. The lighting is good. But when you look at the before and after, see under her lips, it does smoothen that out a little bit. And if you want to, see there's a little shadowed area in here from the eyelashes. If you want to actually bring that in, you can burn it and do midtones. And just kind of, just do a little, so you get a little dimension in there if you want to bring some more of that shadow back in. That's before and after. I guess a little more. And then you can also use it on the lashes. As long as it's on shadows, it's only going to affect the lashes and not the skin. So you can just brush over it. And also the hair. And the makeup if you want to darken that up. And then go over the eyes a little bit. Get those pupils nice and black. Now look at the difference there with those eyes. And it darkens up those eyes just a little bit. You can even use the burn tool to darken makeup. You can darken the lips. Same thing, before and after. And I think that's about it. I don't think I'd do anything else. A little bit of lipstick problem here because there's a little area right in here. I would probably smooth some of this crap out. Just take the clone tool, 100% normal, and just kind of paint it in. Just so it looks polished. Don't want to have any duplicating, like where that thing just happened there. You don't want to see any of that. Same thing here. You want to get, and I don't like that at all. Control Z and take that away. It's kind of a little rough area she got going on here. Let's see if we can clone this part here. So yeah, this is kind of a fucked up area. Don't really like that. Let's see. What I can do this area and copy it, flip it, but I'm not going to get involved with that right now. Alright, I think I'm going to wrap this up because your video is going to be too long and you're going to probably not remember half this stuff anyway, but you can play it back. So that's it. Alright, I'm out.